Welcome to Medicaid Myths 101, where we debunk some of the more common misconceptions concerning Medicaid financial qualification and the protection of assets. Hi, I'm Joe Mitchell with the Financial Aid Center for Long-Term Care, home of the Medicaid Asset Protection Plan and MedicaidHelp.com, where we've been helping America's seniors protect assets from Medicaid since 1995. Today we're going to talk about myth number 6, that you can give away $13,000 per year to each of your children, grandchildren, or other relatives, and that money will be protected from Medicaid. This is an extremely common misunderstanding and misapplication of what is called the annual gift exclusion specified in the federal gift tax system. In fact, there are at least 4 different variations or versions of this myth. Version 1 is that it's somehow illegal to give away more than $13,000 to any one person per year. Version 2 says that it's okay to give away more than $13,000, but that the recipient will pay some significant gift tax. Version 3 is the same as 2, but the giver is the one that pays the tax. And then there's number 4. In this version, which is very commonly believed, you are allowed to give away up to $13,000 per year to each of your children and grandchildren with no consequences when it comes time to apply for Medicaid. First of all, none of these versions are true. They all derive from a fundamental and common misunderstanding of the federal gift tax rules. The $13,000 number, or exclusion amount, is best described as a reporting limit. If you give away more than $13,000 to any one person in any one year, you're supposed to report the excess to the IRS. Any gifts under $13,000, or whatever the then current number might be, are excluded from the reporting requirement, therefore the term exclusion amount. And even if you have a reportable gift, it rarely results in any tax. You see, what the IRS does is simply keep a running total of your reportable gifts. But there is no tax until your lifetime total exceeds the current unified credit, which for many years has been at least $1 million or more, depending on the whim of Congress. In other words, there is no federal gift tax until you have given away at least $1 million or more in your lifetime. So, for the great majority of people, this will never be an issue. And by the way, if you are lucky enough to be able to give away that kind of money, the tax applies to the giver, not the recipient. But this issue, for the most part, is a simple yet relatively harmless misunderstanding of the tax code. On the other hand, what we referred to as version 4 is much more serious and potentially devastating from a financial point of view. Many people have made the assumption or even been told that the exclusion amount extends to the Medicaid program, that when it comes time to apply for Medicaid, you can exclude any gifts that fall within the exclusion amount, or that Medicaid will ignore those gifts for disqualification purposes. Nothing could be further from the truth. Except for certain nominal allowances or other technical exceptions, Medicaid has no such exclusion. Virtually all gifts and/or uncompensated transfers will be included in Medicaid's evaluation and will generally result in a period of disqualification from benefits. You know, it's absolutely amazing how many people report they have been regularly gifting the annual exclusion amount to each of their children and/or grandchildren, assuming that would protect that money from Medicaid. It's just another example of what you think you know can really hurt you. As in most things, and especially when it comes to Medicaid, you have to understand what you're doing or the results could be catastrophic. As we've said repeatedly over the years, education is the answer. Medicaid is not rocket science, but you'd better understand how the system really works. Thanks for listening, and please join us again soon for another session of Medicaid Myths 101. In the meantime, these and many other issues are addressed at www.medicaidhelp.com.